Pernah dengar tentang still face eksperimen atau eksperimen wajah datar? Dalam eksperimen ini, seorang ibu diminta untuk tidak merespons bayinya sama sekali. Tidak tersenyum, tidak bicara, tidak memberi pantulan emosi apapun.
In the still face experiment, what the mother did was she sits down and she's playing with her baby who's about a year of age.
I'm like a girl. Oh.
And she gives a greeting to the baby gives a greeting back to her.
Yeah.
This baby starts pointing at different places in the world, and the mother's trying to engage her and play with her. They're working to coordinate their emotions and their intentions, what they want to do in the world. And that's really what the baby is used to. And then we ask the mother to not respond to the baby. The baby very quickly picks up on this, and then she uses all of her abilities to try and get the mother back. She smiles at the mother. She points because she's used to the mother looking where she points. The baby puts both hands up in front of her and says, "What's happening here?" She makes that screechy sound at the mother, like, "Come on, why aren't we doing this?" Even in this 2 minutes, when they don't get the normal reaction, they react with negative emotions, they turn away, they feel the stress of it, they actually may lose control of their posture because of the stress that they're experiencing.
Okay. I'm here. And what are you doing? Oh yes, oh what a big girl.
Sekarang, mari kita dengarkan penjelasan dari seorang pakar tentang betapa besarnya dampak psikologis yang bisa ditinggalkan oleh pengalaman seperti ini pada seorang bayi yang belum bisa bicara, tapi sudah sangat peka terhadap respons emosional dari orang tuanya. Karena bagi bayi, kehadiran bukan sekadar fisik, respons, perhatian, dan tatapan mata adalah fondasi rasa aman yang membentuk kepribadian mereka kelak.
Today, I'm going to go through one of my favorite videos, a video that literally changed my life. When I saw this the first time, I watched it probably 10 times in a row because there was so much going on psychologically and so much that just my eyes opened about how sophisticated young children, 1-year-olds, are at regaining connection with their mother. And so I'm just going to start it right here. And in the very beginning, we can see how the mother and the infant are playing wonderfully together. So the mother's moving her hands, the baby's moving her hands, the baby looks over at something, the baby looks at the mother, the eyebrows go up at the baby, the mother's eyebrows go up, the baby points, mother looks. So they're interacting. This is what play looks like. This is what a well-connected child with their mother looks like. Mother's tickling the child giggles and laughs, the child looks at the mother, looks away a little bit, mother, okay, now, I'm going to pause it right here. So in the experiment, what happens is they ask the mother to have a still face, hence still face experiment. And so they ask her to look at the child, but to completely go flat, okay? So here we go. The mother looks flat at the child, the baby kind of like doesn't quite know what to do, does this little feigning look, puts his arm up, because usually that engages play, okay? Next, the baby points, because that usually engages play. But the mother has a still face yet. Okay, now the baby tries to reach to mother to re-engage her. Now, right here, I'm pausing it. You can see a grimace, an expression of anger on this infant's face. And the infant is trying to reconnect, but is not able to reconnect. Okay, and so the infant goes from like a playful way of re-engaging connection to more of an angry fight and flight way of re-engaging connection. Okay, so the infant is making some loud screeching noises, the infant is clapping, making loud noises. Now watch this right here. The infant bites himself. I'm pausing again. This is the beginning of self-harm. This infant is harming himself as a way of distress because he is distressed. Because he's distressed due to a lack of connection, a lack of mirroring, a lack of play, a lack of being able to re-engage his mother. Okay, let's continue. So now the infant reaches to his mother. It doesn't work, so the infant starts to look away. So the infant now, his body is contorting. He's lost body posture. And it's really interesting because the baby is going from a kind of a fight and flight place to a shutdown, okay? To more of a dissociative place, to a place of having its body be discombobulated or disoriented. So it starts by looking away, avoidance, right? And then just kind of like decelerate posturing. The child is very distressed. Now I want you to watch, I'm playing this now, the mother re-engage the child. So this is a healthily attached mom, healthy, secure attachment. And look, the baby goes back to mirroring. The baby goes back to play immediately. The baby puts its arms up. Mother puts its arms up. Baby puts them down. Mother puts their arms down. They go back to mirroring. So this video teaches us a couple really, really important things. Not only about how to interact with our children, but also how to play, not only with children, but also with our spouses, with our loved ones, and with our patients, right? So a lot of play is mirroring, it's looking at each other's emotions, it's looking at each other's desires, right? The baby points, mother looks, your spouse points at something interesting, you look, oh yeah, that's interesting. Often though, what happens is we get in our own head, right? So getting in our own head keeps us from being able to play, getting into our own ego, as the colloquial term would describe ego. When you're thinking only of yourself, it's really hard to think of your spouse. It's really hard to think of your patient. So coming back to what are the body languages? What are the micro expressions? What is this person desiring? And then getting excited or enthusiastic or playing with them, right? It's kind of like entering into that moment. So as you looked at that video and rewatch this a couple times, think about one, what would a depressed mother look like? Well, we know they would be less emotionally engaged compared to a normal mother. What would an alcoholic or a drug abusing mother or father look like with their child? We know once again, they're less engaged. And imagine, a parent always on their phone. Okay, I know when I go on my phone around my kids, they may get more agitated early on. Maybe they're getting into that more fight and flight stage. And whereas if I'm playing, and we're sitting down doing some Legos and I'm mirroring them, it's like all fun. It's like they're totally engaged. They're in that playful state. Okay, so the trick with both our kids, our spouses, our patients is to remain in this playful state. Okay, and to enter into someone else's exuberance. And if you notice at one point, the child needed some space and the mother gave him some space. Okay, so we want to both mirror each other and to connect. And that's what this video taught me, like no other video has.